Debt can feel overwhelming, and if you've ever tried to pay it off, you've probably heard about two popular methods, Avalanche and Snowball. But which one actually works better? Which one will get you debt-free faster? Which one will save you the most money? The truth is, it depends. And today, I'm going to walk you through both strategies, break down the math, show you real examples from clients, and help you figure out which method is the right one for you. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to tackle debt with a plan that fits you personally and your numbers. Let's start with the Avalanche method. The Avalanche method says, list all of your debts and focus on the one with the highest interest rate first. You keep paying the minimus on everything else, and you throw all of your extra money at that high interest balance. Why? Because high interest is like quicksand. It keeps pulling you down the longer you wait. So for example, let's say you have a credit card with $10,000 at 22% interest, a car loan with $15,000 at 6%, a student loan with $20,000 at 5%. So on paper, that credit card is the biggest enemy. At 22% interest, you're racking up $2,200 a year just in interest charges. That's money you're literally burning if you don't attack it first. So Avalanche strategy says, hit the credit card hard, pay it off, then roll all that freed up money into the next highest interest rate. So mathematically, Avalanche is the most efficient way to pay off debt. You'll save the most money on interest, and you'll likely get debt-free faster overall as long as you stick with it. So now let's look at the Snowball method. The Snowball says, forget about interest rates for a minute. Instead, list your debts from smallest balance to the largest balance. Then you pay off the smallest balance first, regardless of the interest. Why would anyone do that? Psychology. When you pay off small balances quickly, like $500 store card, you get a win. That win builds momentum. You feel progress. You free up cash flow. And then you roll that momentum into the next debt, and the next, and the next. That's why it's called Snowball method. Once it gets rolling, it builds up speed. Now, yes, you may pay more in interest compared to the Avalanche, but for a lot of people, that psychological boost is the difference between giving up and actually sticking with the plan until the end. I had a client with 4 credit cards totaling about $20,000. One card alone was $8,000 at 24% interest. A monster. We put him on the Avalanche method. He focused all of his extra cash on that 24% card. It took him 9 months, but once that card was gone, his monthly payments dropped by like $350. He rolled that into the next card and was debt-free in about 2 years. In total, Avalanche saved him about $4,500 in interest compared to if he started with Snowball. So if you're motivated by the numbers, Avalanche is hard to beat. Now let me tell you about another client. She had 6 different debts totaling $27,000. The highest interest card was also the biggest balance. And after 3 months, she felt like she wasn't making any progress at all. So we switched her to the Snowball method. She knocked out a $600 card in 1 month, then a $900 card the next month. By the 3rd month, she had already eliminated 3 accounts. That progress gave her momentum. Within 18 months, she had wiped out everything. If we had stuck with the Avalanche, she would have saved maybe $2,000 in interest. But she admitted she probably would have quit. For her, Snowball worked because it kept her motivated. But here's the truth. It's not Avalanche versus Snowball. It's Avalanche and Snowball. A hybrid approach can give you the best of both worlds. Start with Snowball to build momentum. Knock out a couple of small, quick wins. Then, once you feel progress, switch gears to Avalanche and start hammering away at the highest interest rate debt. I had a client who did exactly this. She cleared 2 small balances in the first 60 days, got excited, and then switched to Avalanche to tackle her 18% credit card. She stuck with the plan because she had both quick wins and big savings. Now, a few mistakes to avoid. Mistake number 1, only paying the minimum. If you just do that, you'll be stuck for decades. Mistake number 2, switching back and forth every month. Pick a plan and stick with it long enough to see the results. Mistake number 3, thinking one method is universally better. And it's not. The right one and the right plan is the one you'll actually follow. So think of Avalanche like running a marathon with the shortest route possible. It's the most efficient, but you need stamina. Snowball is like running with cheering crowds along the way. It might not be the shortest route, but the motivation carries you forward. One of my clients blended the two. She started with the Snowball for the first $1,000 balance, then switched to the Avalanche for her $12,000 credit card. That hybrid approach helped her save money and stay encouraged. So let's recap. Avalanche, you focused on the highest interest, saves the most money. Snowball, the focus is on the smallest balance, builds motivation. And the hybrid, you start with small for momentum, then switch to the highest interest for savings. And here are some common questions. Should you pay student loans first? Not if the rate is low. Focus on high interest debt. What about consolidating? It can work, but only if you don't add any new debt. So which one is faster? Depends on your discipline and what motivates you. So here's the bottom line. The worst debt strategy is doing nothing at all. Every month you wait, interest is stealing your money. Whether you use Avalanche or Snowball or a hybrid method, the key is to start today and stay consistent. If you want me to run your numbers and build a personalized debt-free roadmap, book a call today. Use the link in our descriptions. And if this video helped you, hit the like button, subscribe for more strategies, and share it with a friend or family who needs encouragement on their debt-free journey.